guys, Shapeshifting Tree here, and, well, if you saw my previous one, then you kind of know my previous episode, which I'll put a link in the description, where I talked about Team Fortress. Then you will know what this is about. I'm discussing Overwatch and its balance issues, because, like, this game does have some glaring balance issues. And, okay, first things first. I think this is probably one of the biggest, glaring, obvious balance issues this game always struggles with. I can't even see my character. Okay. Obvious balance issues is it doesn't really have a whole concept of. I didn't even see him there. Oh, okay. Just as a rule, hide behind my shield. Ow. Get behind here. Right. Taking it. Football. GG. But as a general rule, well, that was bad. It annoyed me a lot. Stop capping this. Okay. This is a rule of things in this game, such as team balance, and a whole bunch of balancing issues that some classes, like notably Genji over there, is overpowered sometimes. They can get really annoying because it's really hard to balance this game. I'm not saying that this game is bad by any means. As a whole, I'm not good at defense heroes. I guess I can go jump that. I'm no good at defense heroes. Guess I could play a Junkrat. Really? 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 Seriously? You really enjoy it? Chocolate, yeah. I can totally understand why Jenny enjoys chocolate. Like, it's really fun just to bomb. I'm really aggressive. How much do you enjoy it? I completely understand why. Anyway, but Overwatch's team balance is a big, tremendous issue. Genji in particular, Genji and Mei. I mean, this game's not bad. It's really, really fun. But what it struggles with is actually more of getting its whole team balance in order. So getting the team balance in order is an incredible issue that this game has. Because, a lot of its bigger issues is that it doesn't have its team balance. It tends to have a tremendous issue on how this game works. One of the bigger issues with this game's team balance Come on then, monkey. Bring it. Okay. But I will say that this game's team balance can be a really big problem for certain classes and healers. Team balance becomes a tremendous issue in this game. But I think balance as a class, balance of classes is an issue. Like Genji can be really overpowered, and a ton of classes could just do a lot if they're not kept under wraps by causing a huge batch of issues. It's really handling these close quarters as John. Eat that, oh, bloody bastard. That was running and amazing. Anyway, but Overwatch does have some tremendous balance issues, and that's kind of what this is I'm going on about, is that it can have some tremendous balance issues if not done right. Oh, oops. Really? Sorry, that was just funny just to see that happen. Point there's nothing you can do if they can. That is the thing that they need to seriously fix. Is that if nobody should be able to stop your ultimate with a normal attack. Nobody. Okay. That is a huge example of balance right there. So some ultimates are overpowering. You see Hanzo who can wipe out an entire team. Others can't do anything. And that is a tremendous issue. This game has tremendous balance issues, and I think that is an important thing that needs to be addressed in its... I'm not saying it's a bad game, but its balance issue is really bad class-wise, like Genji's and some classes in terms of at the base is really overpowered at a basic level. That is a tremendous issue. Compared with, what is it? Certain other things, you just don't get a lot of work in these things, you know. As a whole, you don't. You don't get a lot of things in these, you know, when you're doing this. You don't get a lot. Because, more often than not, you get the problem with a character, generally going overboard with what he's doing. You get characters who are just ridiculous. Like, generally the ones that I say are annoying are you, where is he? You, and her. These guys are generally annoying. He just sits there and does nothing, and quietly. Not a lot of... The class balance is all over the place. And I admire Blizzard for putting a lot of effort into really trying to make this game really fun. I can understand that. But, and this is the but part, you don't get a lot of people who do that right. Okay. The point I'm trying to make, though, is that you don't get a lot that can actually... You don't get a lot out of certain, you know, heroes and classes. Well, you can't get a lot out. It's really hard in this game because of the thought process in this game. How the classes just fit together tends to be a tremendous issue. How classes are built and designed. Because consistently in this game, you get a huge imbalance in how the game design works. You get characters who just don't... Some of these classes can be really annoying. Their abilities, things like... You see all these abilities here, right? This game's balance also has a huge issue with balancing itself for the casual player. It's always... I understand it's designed towards professional players, but to a new player, this game is a nightmare. Look at it. Look at it. Oh, I'm not saying that it's bad, but it does... It's a tremendous issue for a new player. What can a new player do when they just jump into a game? Huge other aspect of this game's balance issues is how it puts people together. In a game, in Team Fortress, as an example, it never puts you with people who do skilled over you. It generally doesn't do that, or at least it doesn't have a way of measuring how skilled someone is. Or at least someone who has had a lot of practice. A good example is, in this game, you can get placed on level 1, can you put level 1? That's a huge balancing issue, on top of the fact that you have, think of it this way, I have still not learned how to play 90% of the classes. It's ridiculous, you have so many classes, yet nobody's going to know how to play 90% of them. Like, what the heck do you do with that? Honestly. If you honestly, these guys feel like bots right now because they can't get out of their spawn room. the point I'm making is that you get some tremendous issues with how teams balance themselves out and how games play as a whole. It can become really devastating if a game, with this game, for new players, and its balance issues are more of at a baseline level. Or remember what I said about Team Fortress, is that its balance issues were more around, you know, around a more different level than what this game's are, and just because it's weird. The point I'm trying to make is that there can be a tremendous balance issue with this game when it gets kind of too many players doing too many things at once, and become really, really baffling to an entire team if you just don't have the balance. This game needs to balance itself out more in a lot of ways. I'm not saying it's bad by any means, but what it needs is a bigger focus on balance. It's really hard to do that at that range. I just couldn't hit. I have bad aim, like I said. And this is actually not too... That gun fires quite fast. It should be a rule that sometimes you can insta-kill her when she's in her mech. It's really... I was trying to get away, and then I got attacked. Much I could do that. God damn it. A tremendous issue with this game is, of course, its balance. You see Genjis everywhere. A good Genji can overrule a team. And that is a problem. No class in a game about balance. No balanced team game should have one class that can hold an entire area on themselves. God damn it! I was trying to get to the health pack, and what's the Zenyatta doing right now that I couldn't have done? You couldn't have thrown me a healing orb or something. Never mind. I got my ult ready, I just need to get an opportunity to use it. Honestly, that's the hardest part. This is a point of contention, you know. This game can get incredibly imbalanced when not done right. That is a tremendous issue for this game as a whole. Its base balance causes a tremendous issue, because all the classes are so... I love what Blizzard done. It's put a lot of effort into making hundreds of different characters all feel fun and unique. That's great, but it struggles when you have too many of those that just don't kind of work. They just don't do enough to assist in what the game needs. It's too much of an imbalance, kind of, at the base. You know, the baseline, all the different classes, they put too many different classes in and it just doesn't allow them to balance it well enough. But, I would kind of understand where I'm coming from. I think I'll end this episode here. I know it's a bit confusing and maybe I should have explained it better, but I'm trying to explain it as best I can, is that it's kind of its basis. A lot of the classes need a balance. But it's the fact that they have too many abilities at a low level that doesn't really clarify itself. It can get caught up because there's a lot of classes, but I mean, how can you learn all these abilities and skills and balance them all? I just think Blizzard did a little more often and could chew when making so many heroes, and that's really my biggest complaint about Overwatch. Too many heroes. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode. See you next time. Stay tuned.